Hey there, this is Tokarev owner. So I wanted to share a couple things on Tokarev. I've been working with that a little bit here lately. And what I've done is modified brass cases from 223. And I showed how to do that in an earlier video. So what I'm going to show you now, basically once I've got the brass made, I need to flare it. So I have a Lee universal expander die, and I just want to open the lip of it up just a little bit. And I'm using a Lee, what is it, a 311 93 grain mold in order to make lead cast bullets for this. So anyway, once I've flared that, I'm actually going to do this a little different than normal. I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to go ahead and just load up like I've been loading up. So I'm actually putting in my powder charge, which is a little different than most people would do it. It's different than what I've done recently too, but this is what I've been doing today. So I'm going to powder charge it, and then I'm going to go ahead and seat one of these 93 grain bullets here. And I'm actually using the Makarov seating die. So, you know, that sets it in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put a primer in it now, which normally you do the primer, then you do the powder, then you do the bullet. And I'm just, you know, finding it goes a little faster for me if I do it this way. Probably more hazardous too. But anyway, once I got it to that point, that's what we have. And the reason I'm using the Makarov seater is because the Tokarev actually crimps at the same time that it seats, and I was having quite a bit of trouble. It was really giving me problems with getting my bullets where I wanted them to be. They were like, it's trying to crimp too early in my opinion, and that was causing, it was basically cutting the lead off. It's cutting the lead off the shoulder. And then I would have you know, the bullet stuck up here in the top end, so all I did was back the seater off on this, and so it's really just using the crimp function at this point. But that's what it looks like now. It's been crimped. I've got a few others here that I can crimp it in just to show that one more time. But as far as process, I don't want to take too much of your time. But, you know, once I make the brass, I flare the opening because I'm going to be seating a 309 bullet. So the mold that I'm using, like I say, it's a 311, and then I put that through a sizer, and the sizer's 309. So I end up with a 309 93 grain cast, hard cast lead bullet. And it's going to be shooting somewhere around 2,000, I would think. So it's smoking hot out of there. So anyway, it needs to be flared to accept that 309, because without it you just won't make it. And then I'm seating it before trying to get that neck to compress down, because if I don't, it's just too snug. It's just wrecking my bullets. I've got a handful of them here. I can show you that they were just wrecked, and they're causing me nothing but grief. It's stripping that lead right back. And then these bullets were all stuck in the top of the die, and it's, you know, it's starting to get kind of frustrating to have that happening. So this is my workaround. I can go ahead and, you know, have it done nicely, you know, with the modified brass. But you know, honestly, I think the problem isn't the lead dies, because I'm sure that they're fine. My guess is that the problem is that my pistol brass is a little bit thicker, because it's actually 223 rifle brass, and so, you know, that little bit thicker brass, when it's going to crimp down, it's just crushing that lead, and it's causing problems. So don't seem to be having any problems now that I'm using this method. Anyway, have a good day.